Today, we're going to be talking about pre-show with Mike Smith from Alexis Exhibits. Mike, talk a little bit about your philosophy and some of the tactics and strategies for the pre-show in these exhibits.
Well, we've developed kind of a systematic approach.
Sure.
And unfortunately, we get involved maybe a little late in the program because the booth space has already been selected, and generally we're contacted by our clients or our prospects.
That never happens in business, Mike. Yeah, right. Come on. Are you kidding me? Gee whiz.
But generally what should happen is in companies, there's a person that is unfortunate enough to be assigned the task of handling the trade show.
Yeah.
And that person is usually given little or no information from the standpoint of, why are we going to this show?
Exactly.
That's kind of left to them to just execute without the direction. I think one of the most important pre-show things is, again, to set goals.
Sure.
And then communicate those goals to the team, and especially the person that's responsible for executing the show, and say, this is why we're here. Yeah. This is what we expect to achieve with this, whether it's just that show or perhaps it's because they're going to commit to a series of shows throughout the year.
Yeah.
All these things are key factors in how an exhibit is designed and how staff is selected and how things are executed. All that information needs to be conveyed.
Yeah.
And that starts it out right. And then from that, then a strategic type approach can be taken to what are we going to do?
Okay.
Pre-show, most of the standard marketing type things, social media, reaching out to prospects and clients through sales channels, those type of things. Those are pretty much traditional, and most companies are pretty good at that. What usually is a lack of is any real strategic thought in terms of where are we in the exhibit hall?
Okay.
Where are our competitors?
Okay.
What is the behavioral pattern of the attendee? So they're going to fly into Las Vegas on Thursday. The show opens on Saturday. When are they going to show up at the floor? How many educational sessions are part of the agenda for all the attendees?
Right.
It's just a whole array of different conditions and things that have to be thought about in order to try to map out attendee behavior, attendee expectations, and how you might deal with it. And it goes from mass marketing type social media things down to, in some cases, we have arranged a plan where we have our client pick up key prospects from the airport in a limo. Sure. That's all branded on the inside of the limo.
Love it.
They get there. They take them to the place. We get them into the trade show floor. We have a plan where we have them visit our booth first, and we give them this gold passport thing. We take their briefcase and their coat if it's appropriate. We store it in our booth.
I love it.
So then when the client tours the show floor, at the end of their tour, they have to come back to get their stuff. And we've got a chance to present and find out who they've talked to and what they've learned and where we stand from a competitive standpoint.
So it's real royalty for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They feel like royalty. Yeah, absolutely.
And I could go on and on and on about if somebody says this is what we want to achieve, then we can develop a strategy to maximize the likelihood that you'll achieve those goals.
That's fantastic. So this is really the pregame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and if they don't do this, they're really wasting a vast amount of their marketing dollar.
Yeah, because we talked about Vegas are rolling the dice.
Right.
They're going to go to the show.
Because there's no benchmarks hit, no benchmarks even identified, so it's.
And then the staff walks in.
Right.
They don't know. They walk in 10 minutes before the show opens. They don't know what's gone into the design of the exhibit. They don't even know where to put their coat and hat.
Oh, man.
No thought has been going on.
Yeah.
There are companies that do an awesome job strategically like that, and they definitely benefit.
Well, leave the audience with one word of advice to make sure they do this.
Well, insist upon knowing the goals of your company as you approach a trade show or an event or a meeting or whatever you're doing. If you don't know those goals, then you can't allow people like us to give you all of our resources.
No.
It's
and
again,
your talents.
Right,
yeah. You know, and your skill. Yeah.
And it becomes a vanity driven thing. Well, just make sure our name's big up in the sky. So when so-and-so walks in, sees our name, and that's not going to produce results. It's going to,
all right.
You know.
Well, listen to Mike Smith from Alexis Exhibits, because he knows if you do, you'll be successful. This is Peter Cimarroni for BVS Film Productions CommTALK.